Welcome back. You are not anxious. Let's start off by that. Anxiety is imagination. Imagination is what creates anxiety. I know. You might be thinking, wait, but I've been feeling so panicky and lately there's so many things going around in my life and I just stumble upon so many roadblocks. It's like this is real. It cannot be a part of my imagination. Well, that's the whole purpose of it all. Just think about it for a second. Think about what it feels like when you're in a movie. When you are the main character of a movie. Just think that you are the main character of a movie. Wouldn't it be a lot more boring if the movie didn't have a villain to actually fight off crime in a justified way? I mean, if Superman didn't have the Joker, who is Superman? If the Avengers didn't have to fight Thanos, then what was the whole plot of the movie, right? The whole purpose of this example is to tell you that those things that you fear the most, those things that panic you the most, are the exact reason why you're alive. Everything that you are imagining that creates that anxiety that you feel is only the sauce to the whole recipe. It's the secret ingredient of the recipe. Because anxiety is not stopping you from acting. It's only an energy, literally an emotion. Energy in motion. It's an emotion. Anxiety is produced by rambling thoughts in your mind. And those rambling thoughts in your mind are created by your imagination. Because I know, picture this, I have to take a test tomorrow. And I haven't studied for about 3 months now. What do? Holy shit, I start imagining the worst possible scenario. Anxiety. And anxiety is produced by fear, which we'll talk about in the next section of the module too. It's about understanding that this energy is pulling you away from reality. Because whatever you're perceiving, whatever you're thinking, you're imagining, that is not true. Breathe with me right now. And I know you might be saying, but this is not practical. How will I finish with all this anxiety if I'm not doing something? Well, that's where I'm going to tell you this simple teaching. Permission slips. Look, permission slips are basically things, circumstances, rituals, anything that you can use to place an intention upon. So say for example, when I'm feeling anxious, the first thing I rather do instead of succumbing to that energy, to that emotion, to that feeling is simply to imagine that feeling as a pencil and your life as the paper. Now grab a pencil, grab a paper, go ahead, I'll wait for you. Now I know that you have one right next to you writing notes, so just use that pencil, that pen, that marker, and grab that paper. Start dribbling around. Start moving your pen around. Start painting all over. That's what your anxiety does to your life. That is what it feels like. That energy that you have created visually, that is what you are creating unconsciously. So, if you wish to change this, simply allow yourself to choose a new way to create the paint, the picture, the life experience. You are not forced by life to feel this. You are creating this repression that is causing this belief to perpetuate. So simply put, three things that you can do right now to get over this anxiety. One, breathe. And breathe with me right now. And let it out. Two more times. And let it out. One more time. and let it out. Second thing, imagine that paper every single time you're feeling anxiety. Imagine your life as the paper. Imagine your actions as that pencil. If you continue down this path of anxiety, what do you think will happen to your life, to the paper? And number three, simply choose a different belief. Now, this is what we'll dive in deeper. We'll dive in deeper to the belief mechanism that you currently have that is holding you to perpetuate anxiety. Anxiety is caused from a thought that has negative energy backed by it. So, when you have a test, for example, and you know you haven't studied, the first thought that you have, because 2 plus 2 is 4, and you have reached that conclusion before, if I didn't study and my test is tomorrow, no time to study, I will fail. Boom, that's the mechanism. We can't change it, right? Well, that's when I come in and I tell you there is a flipping around. Look, I know you might be thinking, what will I do if my test is tomorrow and I didn't study? How else can I think of something different if that is logical? It is logical that I will fail. Now we will get into creative mode. You're not supposed to know. You're never supposed to know. There can be surprises. Look, I know this is going to sound airy, fairy, woo woo, spiritual, very fantastical, like coming out of a storyline. And it's still true. Say that you come into class tomorrow, you didn't study, or you studied a little bit, and all of a sudden you go into class, you walk in, you open the door, and then you look at your class. Holy shit, the teacher's not there. You go to your seat, you ask to a classmate, hey, aren't we supposed to have a test today? And he replies, don't you know, bro? Mr. Sanderson didn't come today, so there's no test today. Just relax, chill. And then you're all surprised by life, and you're sitting there wondering, holy shit. And I thought I was gonna fail. That is what life is always about. Playing around with surprises. I know that you cannot base your whole life on this. It'll be risky. And that's the purpose of life. To be risk adverse, to be risky, to be playful with risk. Sometimes, if things don't go how you think they'll go, okay, take it as a surprise. If you don't like the outcome, take it as an opportunity to see what was not being seen before. If the outcome is what you like, take it as a surprise and enjoy it. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to study for your tests or that you have to leave the universe to help you every single time. All I'm saying is that backing this example into your anxiety is part of your imagination because your imagination is an egotistical mind that believes that you can create every outcome. And that is not true. You never know the surprises that may come into the way, may come in the ride, may come in the journey that you're never actually realizing were possible. There is no possibility, or chance that you can actually create every single outcome. You're in control of your responses. That is responsibility. And you're still not in control of every outcome. Therefore, chill, just like this guy in the example. Relax and sit with the emotion. So let's summarize to keep it practical one more time. One, breathe. One more time. One more time. Sit, sit, sit. See it, sit, and sit with the feeling. Now, remember, your life is the paper, your actions are the pen. Create what you wish to see in the paper. And finally, relax into surprises. Surrender to the outcomes. Surrender control. You're not in control. You're only responsible for your actions. Therefore, anxiety is illusion. Anxiety is imagination. You imagine your anxiety. So, as much as you can imagine your anxiety, you can heal your anxiety. You can prevent your anxiety. And if you cannot heal or prevent your anxiety, at least next time you feel anxious, be responsible. Remember these three things: breathe, choose the picture you wish to see, and be surprised. Life is bringing you surprises constantly. So surrender to the outcome that is presented in front of you. It's an opportunity, it's a portal, it's a challenge at times. And remember, what would Avengers be without Thanos? Who would Stark be without Thanos? Contrast is what gives spice to life. Love it, enjoy it, play around with it. That was today's teaching. And if you want to go in a little bit deeper, dive even deeper, I've created a notion, a page, a way for you to expand your writing in the description below this video. Finally, we're going to take 5 minutes to just breathe into meditation so you can have your anxiety dissolved right here and right now, so you can live and leave this video living, because your life is meant to be lived, not anxiety, not anxiously anxious, not creating, imagining, and believing in anxiety. So let's check, let's check, let's check. Now we've checked, breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, two more times. Out through the mouth. Now, in through the nose and hold, 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 and out through the mouth. Awesome. Now close your eyes, sit comfortably. Imagine as the seat is surrendering to you. As you sit down, feel into the chair, feel into the bed. If you're laying down, feel your back against the bed, against wherever you're at. Feel into it. Let your body be gently guided to rest upon this chair. Simply allow yourself to drift off. Close your eyes and imagine, with every word that I speak, your mind goes even deeper and deeper and deeper into itself. If you lose, if you lose, if you lose the train of thought, do not worry. Imagine every thought like a bubble. Once you feel, you realize, and you awaken into the illusion that you are your thoughts. Just remind yourself that it's only a passing by thought, and pop it like a bubble. Let it go, let it flow, let it be. Sit down with me and breathe one more time. Amazing. Now I want you to imagine your body as a cup being filled with a jar of water. Every word in your mind, every word that comes through your ears, every sound that you hear is only allowing you to drift even deeper and deeper and deeper into your mind. You're here with me. You're one, you're one, you're one. Allow yourself to be filled with this water. Allow the cup to be filled and let yourself drift off. Now imagine, 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 imagine as every sound goes by, It allows you to be in a more peaceful, responsive state. Imagine yourself watching your emotions, observing the energy going through your body, and feel into any anxiety that you might be feeling right now. Remember any thought, any memory, any experience that brings back anxiety, the latest update, the latest actualization of your life, the latest experience that you felt. Let yourself remind yourself that it's only an emotion. Feel into it. Feel into it. Now let it be. Just sit with it. Sit with it. That's it. And breathe it out. Breathe it out. Let it flow. Let it be. Now I want you to imagine that anxiety leaving your body through the top of your mind, to the top of your head, to the top of the creation. Imagine yourself as this vortex. Energy flows up, energy flows down, and it's all a part of the journey. As energy goes in, energy goes out, and as energy goes in again, energy goes out. And let it be, let it flow. Release all the anxiety that you've been feeling. Let it all go. And now sit with me. Sit with me here. Remind yourself of all the love in your heart and replace that anxiety with love. Surrender to the love. And remember, anxiety is imagination. Simply surrender. Let it be. You are the creator. Now slowly start opening your eyes. Start opening your eyes and observe as you drift away from this anxiety, as you sit down with your feelings, as you feel the love in your heart. Now let it be. Sit with this emotion, this void, this space. This is anxiety. Only an illusion you're imagining. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.